Hey guys, so ignore the fact that this intro and the outro you're about to see are going to be filmed all here, but I had this idea of doing a like cook with me video, but like things that I cook throughout the month. So I just filmed some clips all throughout September of different things that I make, because since I usually eat the same things every week, every day, I don't have like a bunch of variety. Every once in a while, like I might change up one thing this week and then I might maintain that for the rest of the month. Maybe in week 2 I change up something else. So sometimes my meal preps can be a little repetitive with like one thing that's different every week. Does that make any sense? So that's why I got the idea to film a few different clips of me cooking throughout the month of like different things, whatever. Like you're gonna see some tuna pasta salad. I can't tell you the last time I made tuna pasta salad. So like that was something different that I included in this. I messed up and I never filmed an intro. I could have sworn I filmed an intro, and I think I filmed it on one of my cleaning days and I just forgot to like take that clip and like put it in a separate folder. So here's my intro clip now. Hi, welcome to the video. I hope you enjoy me cooking today, or well, this month, but this video, you know. And yeah, and you're gonna see this same me for the outro, because I forgot to film an outro too. I'm just failing. Alright guys, hopping into a voiceover because there's obviously a ton of footage. And so as you saw here, I was just chopping up an entire yellow onion, and I already knew I was going to put the whole onion into the egg muffins. So now I whipped out my eggs. So I have the 18 pack and the 12 pack. So I did the whole 12 pack for egg muffins plus some of the 18 pack. So I think all in all I had about 17 eggs that I cracked for the egg muffins. So I just ended up cracking all the eggs in there, whisking them up, and adding a whole bunch of different seasonings. And then with the rest of the eggs, I put them in my steamer basket, added water to the bottom part of like the rice cooker steamer thing, and decided to steam those guys, which is like hard boiling them, for 7-ish minutes, which is when I added the seasonings to the egg muffins. So I just did garlic powder, badilla complete, badilla sazon, and the onions, and I whisked it all up. And did I mention a little bit of salt? I don't know if I did or didn't add salt, but probably did. And then I grabbed out my silicone liners and my little muffin tin, and I started filling up these cups, and I decided I was going to make them in the little oven just because I didn't feel like waiting for the big oven to preheat. So I put them in the little oven, but that muffin tin doesn't let the little oven close all the way, so then I have to flip the egg muffins around, which you'll see in a bit. But first I'm filling up my container with ice and water, and I put that in the fridge until my steaming eggs were done. So once my hard-boiled steamed eggs, whatever you want to call them, were done, I let them sit for about 30 seconds to a minute so that they're perfect, and then I put them in the ice water, and I just let them cool off and sit and kind of just forget about them until way later when I have to peel them. And as you can see now, I'm flipping my egg muffins around because you can see the ones in the back were pretty much done and the ones in the front were not done. And now you get to watch them deflate, which is so cool to me. But I digress. So as you can see, I just kept on going, and I spared you all the trouble, and I didn't film every single time I redid the whole egg pan and deflating process. But I did get out this huge tuna packet so that I could start defrosting, because I knew I wanted to make tuna pasta salad the next day. So now the same day, I put some mixed veggies in the microwave. I was chopping up a bunch of cauliflower to kind of prep it, because I knew I wanted to make like crispy cauliflower in the air fryer. So I threw the cauliflower in there. I believe I did spray it with some non-stick spray, coated it with some panko salt and garlic powder. And then I drained some chickpeas because I also wanted crispy chickpeas in the air fryer. So I measured out my serving, I put some salt and badia complete, and that's what I threw also in the air fryer with the cauliflower. And then I had some marinated spicy fish that I knew I was going to put in the air fryer. It's actually a red snapper fillet, but let's backtrack to these vegetables because they were done in the microwave, so I seasoned them. Salt, garlic powder, badia complete. It's like my go-to trio there. And now my cauliflower was done, and you can see it was crispy. It was so good. And I could have added more seasoning to it though, which I did the next day when I was done filming. So I added a frozen turkey burger from like the Bubba ones. I don't know if you caught that in my freezer. And then I added the red snapper fillet, which the red snapper fillet was ginormous. So I knew I was going to get 2 meals out of it. And as you can see here now, I'm taking the red snapper fillet out, weighing it, and then portioning it out. So that way I had enough for that meal and the next day. Also, is it really a video if I'm not using all the different mustards you saw me buy in one of my last grocery hauls? I can never decide which mustard I want to eat or use or whatever, so I just use all of them every single day. Alright, so different day than the previous clips. Interesting lighting. Same shirt because it's actually the next day from the last clip you saw. And I painted house projects, you know, the usual. But I'm in different leggings, so there you go. Anyway, I'm going to prep some pasta salad. I want to do a tuna pasta salad, so I need to get the pasta going. And a little note so that I know how much I'm putting in everything. So that way I know what my macros are going to be for this. Okay, so I'm squatting down a little bit. For my pasta salad, my tuna pasta salad, I just have 2 boxes of this penne. So I have 1 full box and another box that's like half full, so I'm only going to use this full box. I wish I had bow ties, but, and I swore I had bow ties, but I guess not, so. It's, you know, tomato, potato, right? So that's what I'm gonna make. Pasta is so much better when you salt your water. And like I said, I'm just gonna do this whole box, so. Are you supposed to wait for the water to boil or not? I'm gonna give it some time. But while I give it some time, I'm gonna write down everything that's gonna be in this. I have these like date night idea cards from, and I think I have like advice cards or something like that too. These are from my bridal shower. Coming up on a year since Trey and I got married. Anyway. So this says 200 calories per serving, and there's about 8 calories. There's about 8 servings per box. So we're just gonna go with this, just forget that it even says about, I'm gonna go with 8. So now I know that this is going to be 1,600 calories in pasta alone. Okay, so I'm writing that down because in my MyFitnessPal, there is a like my recipes option. You can make your own recipes and put everything in there. So I like to write down the calories of things, total, give or take, you know, so that way when I look it up in my MyFitnessPal, it doesn't matter the brand name as long as the calories are right, everything else will fall into place. Alright, now that it is tuna pasta time, I'm straining out my cooked pasta, which, I mean, is it really cooked pasta if you don't pick some and eat it as you go? Anyway, and then my tuna salad, like I said, this is the next day. So my tuna like mixture or whatever was mostly defrosted. It was a little crunchy as you saw me mashing it up, but I wasn't losing any sleep over it because I wanted to get this done. So I just measured out and added some of the Kraft honey mustard dressing, and then I kind of just eyeballed the other mustards. I only measured the Kraft honey mustard because it has more calories to it. And then I added a whole can of peas and a whole can of carrots. And I quickly realized this tuna pasta salad was not going to fit in my orange bowl, which is why I brought out my bigger like red pot. And I added, you know, garlic powder, some salt. You saw me add that like Italian dressing, and now the pasta. So mixing all this up was definitely a task because it was barely fitting in this pot, which is one of my bigger pots. If I didn't use this pot, I was going to have to use my stock pot, which I did not want to have to use because it doesn't really fit so nicely in the refrigerator. But I digress. I just kept mixing it up and I realized I only had a little bit left of this Italian dressing, so that's why I just ended up squeezing the rest of it out in there because it wasn't going to hurt. It was just going to add more flavor, so who cares? So now you see me just adding everything up, what I put in it, because as I add things and measure things out, I write it down on my little note, and then I go into MyFitnessPal and do all my math that I need to do. And now that the tuna salad is done, into the fridge, and that is it for this video. Anyway guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this cook with me throughout the month type of video. Let me know if you think I should keep doing it because I think I might like doing this. Like I said, some days I do like productive meal prep with me days, but maybe this would be a nice little thing to add in every month of like maybe a few different things that I cook throughout the month. Kind of like how people film like a week of dinners or something like that. But for me, it would be just cooking with me throughout the month. I don't know. Whatever. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.